Hello from beautiful Dubai, it's Salah again. In this video, I will talk to you about how you can create a 7-figure funnel that solves the massive problem of lack of trust in the market, that creates a blue ocean for you even if you are in a red ocean or an ocean saturated with similar products, without you having to post videos every single day, without you having a major advertising budget, and without a long testing period. It's a very straightforward funnel that just requires $1,000, your face, and just the strategy. So I'll walk you through the entire strategy that I'm going to use personally for my business in 2024 to be able to acquire customers consistently with as little friction as possible. Guys, this year I am not focusing on having full calendars. We used to have full calendars that are booked out 2 weeks ahead of time, and we made money, we made a lot of money, but it was just so time consuming. Having so many calls, having so many people who don't trust you can affect your morale, your salespeople morale, and can also just lead you into a numbers game. In this year, actually, I want to focus on having qualified people come into our calls where we focus on order taking. We want to take your order. Hey, how can I help you? What's your objection? So this is what we do. This is what we offer, and this is what we don't offer. Are you interested? And get the payment in full within 24 to 72 hours maximum, right? So to do this, I have to focus on getting people to like me, trust me, and have awareness of what I offer before they even make it to the sales call itself. So guys, this video is going to be super informative. This is really the core of everything that has worked for us before we even knew that this was a strategy. We used to run direct to email, book a call, VSL funnel, training, book, all these funnels we used to run. But what I did not realize is, because I was also an influencer on the side, that really made a very big impact. And so I'm going to show you right now the exact funnel that we're using to take our company to 7 figures with this strategy again. All right, so let me just jump on the iPad right now, and you can see here, basically we need to first define what is our avatar. Now, guys, listen, I understand this is something that you hear everywhere. Who is your avatar? But it doesn't mean anything for you. You're just starting out, you're trying to make money. But this is a very important step. If you don't follow this step, your advertising or the people you try to attract will be the wrong people. So let me define my avatar here for you to see, just so you have an idea about what is it that we do, or at least who are the people that we have. So who is my avatar? Here my avatar is basically, right here, is busy professionals, people who work in high paying jobs or are professional, like accountants, doctors, etc. They're aged anywhere from 25 to 60-year-old, male, female, and they are in a country where Amazon operates in. Now, actually, for me, I can target people who don't live in a country where there's an Amazon, but if I'm being very specific, the least friction and the more likely that this advertising strategy works is in a country where people are already familiar with Amazon itself. So in essence, you can imagine this person. This is a person who also has kids. Has kids, possibly has kids in the family. So you can imagine this person, someone who just finished college, 6 years in, is probably married, has a managerial job perhaps, does not really have so much time. He's working a proper full 9 to 5. Maybe he's a doctor, someone who is well paid, who has money, but she does not have an outlet or the time to know where to put his money in. This is my ideal customer. This is exactly who I attract in our company. So let's go to the niche. And what is our niche? We can say that our niche is Amazon, but actually I would say our niche is how to make money, right? Why did I not define my niche as Amazon? You see, guys, before I used to run an ad that said the following, in two separate ads, but they attract the same end purpose. I used to have an ad that says, are you close to retirement in the next 5 to 8 years, 5 to 7 years, and you want to have something that you can either rely on after you retire to make you extra money, or something that you can keep working on for yourself in your own time? See, that was the hook. And this targets the same person who basically wants to make money for multiple other reasons, whether for fulfillment or whether for added income. Now, the same ad I'm running to, are you someone who invests in real estate, but however you have to wait 2 to 3 years for your property to be ready before you start making cash flow? Did you know that Amazon acts in a way similar to real estate, where you can start investing money today and expect, maybe 60, 90 days up until you get a break even, something like that. Because here in Dubai, there's a lot of like off-plan properties. You can pay for a property when it's an idea, and you wait like 3 years, you make the payments, and then the property is out, and then you rent it out. So for people who invest in real estate, for people who are about to retire, all these people as a common theme are looking to make money, and they are in the how to make money niche. So that is really the essence of our niche, is how to make money. Maybe a subset of it would be more necessarily e-com, or even deeper than that, we can go into Amazon. But if I'm making advertisements that are very specific, do you want to start an Amazon store? And especially in these markets that we operate in, Amazon is a little bit newer. Like if you go to Australia, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and you say do you want to make money on Amazon? People are like, how does it even work? People are not educated. And so we link the how to make money purpose with the vehicle that we are using, which is Amazon, for example. Now, what are the goals of this audience? What are the goals that they have? The primary goal is, really, it is to make money. That is the primary goal, but that is not the end goal. See, we have some rich customers who do not even need to participate in any other make money scheme, right? These people, they participate because, for example, you have a housewife who her husband is very rich, who she comes from a very rich family, she has nothing to do and she wants fulfillment. Actually, a very big portion of the people who join us, who are women, are looking for fulfillment more so than the men who come in and are looking more so for making money, right? Especially when it's housewives. We've had a lot of housewives join our service just because we solve the primary problem of being able to help them without no experience, and being able to give them something that they can fill up their time when, for example, their kids go to college, or their kids are in school, or they've been out of the market for so long and they just want something to do. So primary goal regardless, if there was no make money attached to it, even the housewives would be like, yeah, I don't see where this would be going, so I might as well just do nothing. But then there are dreams that people tell themselves that, I could start this as just a side hustle, but I can show my kids, hey, I made money, so then my kids are also inspired to take this step and learn about internet and whatnot, and they want to do it with their kids, etc. So the primary goal is to make money in the how to make money niche. But the secondary goals, which are very important goals to understand now, see, we have the goal here of, move this here, we have the goal of fulfillment. That is really a big one. Maybe a big target for that is we would go for housewives or people who are just simply unhappy in their jobs or how their lives panned out. So are you a housewife and, for example, your kids went to college? Could be a hook we could use. Someone who's unhappy in his job. I ran an ad that said, are you leaving your job, driving home, you have a manager that is just making you hate your presence every single day, and you're just exhausted from this constant routine of working in a job, etc. I know it was a little bit worded differently, I just can't remember exactly the wording that I used, but this was the gist of it. And a lot of people are like, how do you know? Or like, oh my God, that's literally how I feel. These are people who are just tired with their job. And so they're looking for some type of fulfillment or escape. And that's where our offer comes in. We have people who want to leave their 9 to 5. This is a subsidiary goal, Not everyone wants to leave the 9 to 5, by the way. That is a very wrong assumption I had watching YouTube videos is, hey, escape the 9 to 5. Actually, we had to change our entire messaging from escape the 9 to 5 to start something alongside your 9 to 5. Because the people who are working 9 to 5, this audience that we're going after, the busy professional that is successful, that is making money, that has a very clear career path and stability with retirement, he is not trying to leave his 9 to 5. this person is probably getting paid $20,000, $15,000, $10,000 a month already. He's already making six figures. So what this person wants to do is to perhaps try something on the side, and only if it matches that, he would do it. And if not, regardless, he just wants to invest his money. So that is one aspect of the people that we attract, actually. But there are some people who just genuinely want to leave their 9 to 5, and these people fall on the younger side, more so on the 25 to 37 year age group, where they feel like, the future is bright. We see all these kids making money online. We could also make money online. So we have the 9 to 5 audience. And then we just have people who are looking for a side hustle / added income. Like these people would, what? Why not? Literally, some people are like, why not? Let me invest something that makes money. Let me try something out. I just want to, maybe just create some passive income to supplement just my lifestyle. That really simple as that, just to supplement a car payment or supplement a vacation. That's all I want. I don't want to add more stress. I don't really want to be an entrepreneur. I just need a little bit more money. So these are the goals of the people that we target. Now, what is the complaint? Now, imagine you go run an ad right now, and you don't know what's their pain point. See, you can make the mistake of assuming their pain point is the 9 to 5. That is not their pain point, my friend. That is not what's preventing them from getting to their goal. It's not that wanting to start a side hustle, not knowing which side hustle to start. That is not the problem. A lot of these people actually spend a lot of time understanding how Amazon works, or understanding how e-commerce work, understanding the trends that they're seeing, and they've seen them coming from time to time. Like these people are like 37, 40. So they've seen these trends come along, and they can see when something is a fad, becomes to a real thing, and then it goes and a new thing comes, and then they feel like things are just passing them by. But they cannot take action for one simple reason, which is their biggest complaint. I went back to who is our avatar, and we said our avatar are busy professionals. I emphasize on married, kids, and family. Complaint is, if I'm going a little bit on the upper age range, the biggest complaint of someone who can afford our service is time. Because this is someone who's moving up in his life. So he is really working hard. So his biggest issue is time. So how do we fix time? We do it for you, right? Now let's go to the next problem is not like no skills or don't know how. No skills or know-how. And that kind of goes with the time thing, because we can always link it to, I don't have the skills, but I don't even have the time to learn how it works. And perhaps here we can say fear of failure, or failed again, or failed, basically. So so these are the people that we really target. Like these are their biggest complaints. So if I had to recap, now you can imagine those three people: the one with the family, the one that is moving up, the one with the family and moving up with the job. Remove the family, you have the second person. Remove the job being so intensive, and you just have someone looking to start something. So someone who's looking to start something, usually the younger they are, they're going to take the step of buying a course, doing it themselves. They're going to fail, and they're going to fail again, and then they'll realize, I probably need help. They have no obligations, they just have money, they're working a job. So this is an audience. Have you tried? Have you failed? Do you want someone to help you get there while teaching you in the process? That is one angle that we target. You go to the second angle. You would have someone who basically doesn't have no skills or know-how, but wants to invest, and we can pinpoint to this person without the family. Have you seen these trends come and go? You just don't have time to learn how this process works, etc., etc. We offer you a solution where we can get you in the e-commerce wave. That is the second person. And the third person, which has been our most successful targeting, has been, are you an employee? You don't have time because your obligations at excelling, the moving forward at work, and with your family. This is really has been our most successful targeting. to date. And that targeting is actually what allowed us to go all the way and then include housewives, include retirees. But it all started from defining this avatar in this way. So how can you replicate the same thing? Basically, say for example, you are someone who does coaching for business owners. Really, how do you structure your business? Like, if you were to coach me, came and found me 6-12 months ago, my biggest problem was building a structure and learning how to set that up, SOPs, etc. So who would be the avatar? Is basically someone who has a business, has maybe 5 employees minimum. Someone has business, has 5 employees minimum, maybe revenue probably above 300,000 a year or something. So someone can then be able to afford your service. So they have a meaningful problem, say 50,000, depending on your market exactly, because cost of labor varies from country to country. Now, their niche that niche probably would be, I guess, still in the how to make money, because if you don't have the structure, you struggle with making money because you get more customers and then you're stuck in the operation. So how can you make more money by fixing your operation? That would be the niche. The goals is to make money, obviously, but then is to be able to maybe remove yourself from the business a little bit, to be able to have a business that is built to sell, to be able to have, for example, accountability and transparency, and to be able to deliver results for your clients. You want all of these 4 things. And if you told me those 4 things, I would have said, here's my credit card. Where do I swipe? Right. So that's what you would do. And then my biggest complaint would be is lack of know-how. A lot of people start businesses and they really have no business starting businesses, but that's why we end up being the ones who start businesses. Like, I've never worked a job before in my life. So to start a company, I have no reference point for what is the baseline of setting up an SOP or setting up an operation, what is acceptable in a workplace environment. All my employees worked a job before except me. So a serious lack of know-how is one. And then second is time. And then third thing is just like the sensitivity of you have to keep getting customers in, but your operation sucks. So time really then becomes the biggest element that you can target as my complaint or as a business owner who's looking for a structure. So once you just put that in writing, now you can start running ads to target this person or to target me by really saying what are my pain points in an advertisement where you catch my attention and then I click your profile, and then that's where the magic happens. So let's go down to the funnel itself. Now, how would this funnel look? We will have a front end and a back end. Now, you see here I have ad. So what does that avatar thing have to do? Here I would run a couple of ads. Let me find a couple of examples here. So what ads would I run from my avatar to use in my front end? First of all, I would actually run an ad that says new opportunity, because now recently in Saudi Arabia, there's limitations where only citizens could sell in the country. And if you're not a citizen, you have to set up a company there. So that reduced the competition altogether, where Amazon just recently closed so many Amazon accounts in Saudi Arabia. So less competition to get that market. So I can be like, did you know, this is one new opportunity in Saudi Arabia, I would run that. Did you know that in Saudi Arabia right now, you have less competition, you have the same amount of demand, less competition because some changes in regulations. That would be one thing. You could go to the UK, for example, and then do the same thing if there's something that had changed. So these are more industry-specific know-hows that you can use to kind of take that new opportunity and like renew it, to make that opportunity look new again. Same as what people are doing with TikTok Shop. Buying on TikTok was not a thing. People are already saying, oh, your products can go viral on TikTok. And then TikTok Shop opened up, and now people are renewing the opportunity in their marketing. So when people think that, oh, this is a new opportunity, similar to what dropshipping was, people flock to it faster than like, oh, well, it's another Amazon thing. So you can do that in the UK. You can take a lot of this and apply it in Australia as well, because that's a newer market. So a lot of our targeting here works also in Australia, or maybe any of the newer markets that have significant amount of population, or people who can afford things. We don't want to sell to people who cannot afford. That is a very, very important reason why we specifically focus on people who are in Amazon markets, but Amazon markets that are, as you can say, maybe more developed countries, or more developed, higher GDP countries than Amazon markets, say maybe like Mexico or India, or like lower paid markets. So that is our new opportunity right here. We can use that. I can make an ad that says, maybe I have an angle here. I'll probably use the following angles. So I have an angle for busy professionals who have no time. I have an angle for housewives. I have an angle for new opportunity. I have an angle for tried and free. I mean, I will just literally go through their complaints and I'll make 3 ads. Are you a busy professional who, despite having a very successful job, kids, family, etc., you have no time to start a business on your own and you just want to do something? And then I'll just say our pitch. Immediately I'll switch to our pitch. We will do everything for you from A to Z, and you can learn in the process. We will provide you with your own consultant. And then after that, we will teach you how you can manage your own store so you don't have to be reliant on us. That ad will attract the right person to our funnel. Next, are you a housewife who, and then maybe I'll put a qualifier. Are you a housewife who has money, but you just don't know what to do with it, and your kids are out of the house? The reason I do this is because we've had a lot of housewives who had no money who book a call with us, and they'll be flabbergasted when we say the price, but we had some who did have money. So we don't want to fill our calendar with housewives who just think this is a make money scheme or something like that. No, we want serious housewives who are smart, who can afford to come into our funnel. So then we'll mention the same thing. With the housewife thing, I would emphasize more the teaching element of our offer because they want fulfillment. Housewife is coming for fulfillment, sometimes would make money to support the husband, etc. So we would just emphasize, and we will teach you how you can start your own business with the help of a consultant, even if you don't have prior know-how. And the third angle would be, did you try and failed on dropshipping, stocks, Amazon, etc.? You know what? That is not your problem, because the hardest thing. Let me rephrase that. Let me start that one more time. Did you try dropshipping? Is an ad I ran, but then you could not make any store work. Well, the biggest problem is basically you have a lack of customers, and that is a problem that Amazon fixes. Did you know that Amazon attracts X, Y, and Z amount of people to their website? So the same thing, I'll be like, tried but failed. I know people tried dropshipping. I know people tried stocks. So I'll be like, the problem with stocks is it fluctuates. You cannot control, but with Amazon you can control. And then this is the benefit, and then this is how we can help you. So I just choose the best angle that relates most to people. At some point it was dropshipping, and then came the crypto thing, and then that was the point where I knew a lot of people tried and failed. And now I could just maybe just target broad how to make money or try to make money online or whatnot. Okay, so these are my 3 ads that I'm going to film, and I'm gonna put a budget of $10 per ad per day. All right. And let's just run up these ads to start with, just to test it out. You could probably even put a bigger budget if you want to test it faster. But it also depends on the market. How much is your cost per follower? How much is your? If I'm doing this in America, I'll probably raise the budget. So so we have the ads here, and these ads, their one purpose is to follow me, and that is a little bit counterintuitive because we've learned as marketers or as entrepreneurs that you want to control where your customer goes to. And that is the big problem with Amazon, is Amazon does not really necessarily give you control over the customers. But at the same time, it solves big enough of a problem. So that is the devil that you know, and that is the devil that you choose to work with. With this thing here, I would rather not add more emails to my email list for people who just click to get a free ebook or just click to watch a training and then go through the process of trying to sell someone who's not really sure, who's just there asking for information, and then just going through that highly intensive operation when really at this point I just want to focus on improving quality of life and having a lean body and a lean business, really, that scales and that can operate. So we're putting a lot of systems in place So it's not running like a beach Thailand business kind of shop. No. Everything is like more lean down. We do a lot of work actually. Every single day, the team has a lot of work. We're doing a lot of like highly intensive work. But at the same time, we don't want to add complexity when there is a better way when it comes to that front end getting customers in. So I would rather these people follow me instead, because one, that adds to my branding, and then at the same time that also helps me retarget them down the line and get them to see me long enough or enough amount of times for them to like me, trust me, and want to work with me. Yeah, that is where the money is. So content to IG or YouTube. Now, to be honest, I would really apply this more so to IG. I know people are doing it on YouTube. I've personally never tried to do this directly on YouTube. I've taken people to my YouTube page so they can see the videos, and then once someone is stuck there, I'm going to keep showing up in their feed. But the key consistent thing here would be as follows. Is one, you need to post consistently, and you need to post for your avatar. And that is something I really did not understand, where I was posting for people who just left college trying to make money, because that was me. I posted for people who are really rich, and that was also me. And then I also posted for people who are housewives or people who tried and failed. So I did not really have a clear understanding on who is it that I am trying to work with here. Who is it do I want to target exactly? That was my downfall. That was my mistake, because I did not understand this concept. And that's why I asked you to do this first. Because if you do this first, now when you make a piece of content, you're not going to make a piece of content for the person who just left college, where he did not go through that $200, $500, $1,000 course phase, so he can get to our high ticket offer. I don't want that person, so I'm not going to make content for him. Probably there's more views there, but I'm making content for the person coming from my ad. So when he comes from the ad, goes to my IG page, he sees the same exact information that I promised in the advertisement when I said follow me. Okay, so post consistently, post for your avatar, exactly, and you just have to keep these things going. I would really also say go on the stories every single day, even if you just have to post your steak. I've made 6 figures just from the stories. Just from the stories. We used to open close enrollment just from our stories. I used to talk on the stories every single day, where people just felt like they know me. So how would you work with that? Stories, I would say, is just post your day at the office and whatnot, but then just present yourself on camera, because when people hear you speak, you say something sometimes, or they see something about the way you smile, or something about the way you carry yourself. They're like, well, that is authentic. That is genuine. I kind of like that guy, or I don't like that guy. That really, people just might not like your face. So that really helps, and you will notice that the influencers that really go organic and are entrepreneurs, you'll notice that they would post a steak, post their daily routine, the same exact thing, the same gym routine, but then in the middle they would be saying something to their avatar, or saying something to someone who was on a sales call, who did not buy. They take that objection and they put it back on their stories. And then you see them, you get to know them, and you're like, this seems like an attractive character. In the beginning, it might not be so attractive, because you're probably a bit awkward, but you will still be attractive. Do this long enough and you'll still be attractive enough, even if you don't get any better, to some people, because they still get to know you and they've accepted your awkwardness. Similar to having an attractive girlfriend because you're attractive, or having a girlfriend who just likes you over time because you're just quirky and awkward, and then for some reason she likes that. So it's really it's like a two-way approach that you can have here. Post consistently is have a post here and there, people, so they can see you on the reels, and post for your audience. From there, where do we make money here? Believe it or not, guys, when you post enough times and you show your stuff, people will come to your DMs and start asking you. The person who tried and failed is like, this guy is doing something. What is he doing? He'll try to investigate your stories, your highlights, and then he would ask you for help. Hey, do you offer a course? Do you offer this? That's exactly how it happened. That's how I started selling courses. People were asking me for a course. I didn't even know that it was like a thing, that people would be really interested from me. So people would ask you, but I would say in the stories, choose a frequency that works for you depending on how many views you get and if the views are new or the same people. But every now and so I would say I'm looking for 5 people to create this X amount of result in X amount of days. The shorter the better. That works highly. That really works highly if you do it like once a month. The problem is the more you do it, the more goodwill you are using. So we're depositing goodwill and then extracting it is the strategy with the stories. And maybe sometimes you can post a call to action on your reels, but then you already know it's not gonna get any views. So I'd rather just have the reels get more views or increase likelihood of views because people get turned off from sales, people selling to them on the reels, and do all the selling in the stories. That's what I would do because I know that's where my warmest audience is. Yeah. Or in the DMs you can have something that brings them into your funnel. You can have a post on your Instagram account that just basically is always a ready to go call to action post. And then you make the call to action looking for 5 people. And I could tell you if you do that, you're gonna get 5 people. It's like I've never said I needed 20 people and I did not get 20 people. Maybe I hit 18. But do you see? I mean 18 people, that's a big amount. If I say I need 3 people, I'm getting 5 people. So you really choose a number that you know you can achieve. And once you get every person to sign up, you're going to be like 1 payment received, 1 payment received, 1 payment received. Looking forward to working with John, looking forward with working with Sultan, looking forward with working with this person. Guys, we have 1 spot left, 2 spots left. And then you just keep the countdown going. And in 7 days, if not the same day, depending on how big your audience is or how soon you start using it or how much trust you've deposited, you would get those people to join your offering. Yeah, so even if it's like $3,000, I used to hide the price. Now I just really say it straight up. I've had a person from the DM just wire me money. I did not even have to get on a call with him. So I would just say, guys, $3,000, $5,000, $8,000. What do you need? Come book a call. Or if it's like 1-2 people that I need, I'd be like, guys, payment right away. Right now, this is the last day, and someone would pay you. So let's go down to what would the back end look. This would be the front end. And to be honest, guys, this is literally all you need to make money in 2024 by putting $1,000 here, defining who your avatar is, getting the people to come, and then nurturing them through the stories and the reels, and then having those call to action. You're gonna make an ROI. The back end is because I still like to have some control over what it is that we are doing. You can still run an ad that gets people to a VSL, but I would do something a little bit different here, right? Before, in the past, we used to run a VSL, which told them to book a call. And then after that, we would email them to keep booking a call. And then we'd get someone to come book a call, and then they think it was a free consultation call, or we're just gonna help you, no strings attached. So they really come, no strings attached. And then you try to convince them to buy your service, or you try to send them some material. So we used to send some material, but a lot of people really do not open the material you send them. Did you check the brochure? Did you check our offer? Did you check the video? Yeah, I was just starting. I just did not have time. Can you just tell me what it is? And really that kills your sale because now you go into explainer mode. When we want to be in the taking orders. Can I take your order, sir? That's what I want. I don't have to explain to you what's in our burger for you to want to buy it. So I would run the VSL ad here, and I would not change the call to action to book a call, because someone who watched the entire VSL might just be the person like, yeah, this is exactly what I need. We attract more expensive clientele. I'd be like, yeah, that's exactly what I need. Let me just book a call, see what's up, and let me buy it. Or they probably seen my stories long enough so they know what's up. But in the emails, once you get to the email here, what I will do instead is I will be sending them to this part of the funnel. I'll be sending them to the front end. Guys, I posted a new video. We have a new podcast coming. This is a newsletter of everything that we have done. Sending them to my social media channel. Guys, send me a DM. I will send you this. Send it on my Instagram, not on my email. So I would use this to kind of get people to my YouTube, to let them know we have a podcast, to let them know we have these offerings or this value that we are putting out. And each now and then, probably like 30 days, maybe each 30 days, I would just be like, guys, This is our offer. I do like an open close cart, something like that. Guys, we have maybe create like one bonus thing where whoever comes from that email is actually getting like a genuine bonus, 15-minute consultation or something like that. So because they might be watching your story, so when they come from your email, you really want it to seem genuine. You don't want to lose trust with the people. Otherwise, you can just every 30 days be like, guys, so this is what I'm selling. This is what we're offering. We can help you. Book a call here below. So that could run on an autopilot where you just have every 30 days, you're asking people to come and buy from you. But these same people are being nurtured on your Instagram and YouTube's. So even if your copy is not that good, even if you're not the best email marketer, but you have a good offer, you really can get away with it. Guys, I write my own emails. I'm probably going to use ChatGPT. I'm literally outsourcing my emails to someone else right now. And I'm going to ask them to use ChatGPT and just use the avatar. Use the avatar offering, because if you have this repetition in content, it compensates for any lack of skill or compensate for any complexity that you might have to endure when going for a completely cold audience. And to be honest, if you're a beginner or you're just someone just starting out, it's going to be so much harder for you to get into this market now when there are people who've just been doing it for so much longer than you, have so much context and experience where they can pivot much faster when a trend changes or when something moves than you can getting started and actually learning the process. So yeah, so we'll do the VSL email call to action every 30 days, and we'll be sending them to our content. And obviously, guys, like this is the front end and back end funnel, but within the content itself, within the email itself, I'll also have one more thing. Inside my YouTube channel, and this is something actually we didn't implement before, but I'm going to start implementing, is we're going to have just one YouTube link. So for example, you're watching a video like this, and then at the bottom of the video, you want to get to know more information. We have a book a call link. But the book a call link, I noticed it doesn't really get people to book a call because we haven't really sold anything in that video. We just really gave value, and there was no structure to sell nothing or talk about the service whatsoever. It could be a video about talking about AI in Amazon or how I failed on Amazon. So we would have like a YouTube link where within the content itself, if you're watching on YouTube, you click that link, it takes you to a video that is basically a video sales letter that explains to you the process of what we do, and then we get you into a call. And that depends. If you're going to take YouTube more seriously, I think we need to have like a video like that where there's a funnel even within the content machine itself. But guys, really, like I said, no need to complex it. Start with this, and this will get you to your 5 clients, 10 clients, 20 clients, high ticket paying clients. So what are the next steps here if you're looking to implement something right after this video? Is one, before avatar actually, I'd be like, make sure you have a good offer, because if you have, I will teach you how to sell on Amazon. It's been there, done that. Everybody has done this already. So that is not going to happen. Make sure you have an offer that stands out when someone sees your ad. And how do you make sure it actually stands out in a crowded market of coaches and course creators and agency? Is just know the avatar, define your avatar, and speak only to him. Yeah? Speak only to him. Speak only to teachers who want to start a side hustle. You will get all the attention of all the teachers. Even if it's the same Amazon course you're going to do, it's much better than saying, I'm going to teach you how to sell on Amazon to undefined groups of people, especially with the saturation that is happening in the market. So define your avatar, and then finally just film an ad. Maybe try 2 to 3 angles that get people to follow you on IG. And final step is just prime your IG account to actually have content ready to consume. At least 6 posts filled with values to begin with, and then just keep adding maybe 3 a week, at bare minimum. Because when people go to your page and if they see nothing, they'll be like, who's this clown? So they would not follow you, or they think it's a scam account. And lastly is just post on the stories every day. Maybe some days you'll get inspiration, you have a topic you want to talk about, put it on the highlight. People actually do watch those, especially if they're about to pay you. So post stories daily. Let people know you, let them see you, let them see who you are. Let them see you be an attractive character. And you know what? Guys, like really, when I started out, I've been trying to make a lot of things happen. I've been going through a phase. My skin was completely flaked out. Like my skin, I literally looked white, like Michael Jackson. And then I was fat. You know, I gained a lot of weight after college. And I was there talking, and I was not so fluent in my conversation, but I was authentic and I told my story. And people gravitated towards that. Enough people, at least, gravitated towards that for it to work out. So it doesn't matter how you look right now. It doesn't matter how you feel. You know, you are an attractive character, because if you're a nerd, you have a story of an attractive person. If you're a fit, cool kid who has no context of like business before, just tell your personal story. Like, what is your story? Like, people don't care. The right people, when they hear your story, they will like you. And I just tell my story. I'm very authentic in telling my story because it's my story. And so if you like my story, then sure, then you probably want to work with me. So yeah, let's go. So yeah, and that helps establish your attractive character over time. And the more success you have, the more you'd want to be better in other things in your life. So yeah, that's that for today, guys. And if you like this video, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you want what you want to see in the next videos, and your subscription will actually mean a lot to me. See you next time.